A grey autumn morning at Hillsborough and a special photo call. The time is 8 o'clock and Gareth, the kit manager's already lost his cap. And so the moment for which Sheffield Wednesday has been waiting all that time, off on the road to Europe again. This is travelling in style. The coach has all the mod cons, even Vinnie Jones on video. For the players, it was probably the most relaxed atmosphere possible, some of them looking rather wistful. The first leg thrashing of Spora meant the tie was already in the bag. And as the official coach party headed for Manchester Airport, time to enjoy the experience of a trip abroad without the spectre of defeat disturbing the mind. And the verdict on the video?
Am I one of the hard men on the video?
Can I just say that Vinnie Jones' video is the worst video I've ever seen in my life. Thank you.
As the team checked in, some were no doubt wondering what exotic locations would be stamped on their passports during the UEFA Cup campaign.
There's Danny there. Tell Jemson and Warhurst if he's not got a boarding card, he won't get through.
Is there a delay or something there?
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here, Chairman? PC Richards at 5'0", much too small for a bobby, trying on that helmet, which was to be a gift to the president of Spora. The club was on a learning curve too. As Secretary Graham McCrell had put it, somewhere between planning a holiday and a trip to Wembley, all rolled into one. The faxes and the phone calls over now, weeks of planning, liaising, talking and communicating, about to be 600 miles behind in Sheffield.
Breathing.
Elementary, Dr. Watson.
Billy says, while they're not looking, give them
Would everything work out okay? Were the travel arrangements all right for the tour party and the fans? Well, it's too late. The hotel, the training facilities now, the pre-match intelligence with local police.
We're in the penthouse. We're in the penthouse right now.
Who's a lucky boy then? See you later, Gordon. The eve of the match, time to brush off the cobwebs of the plane journey with a very light training session. Paul Warhurst, back in training after his appalling injury, seemed eager to resume where he'd left off in a striking role. The boss used the session to restore his confidence to head the ball again. It had gone well. Training over, back to the hotel for an early night, with a little bit of Harks and Wilson banter along the way.
Danny Wilson, Danny, how do you feel about the victory over Richie Barker's team?
Well, I don't think Mr. Barker could be too happy with his team performance, especially Mr. Anderson at the back there. Like,
Mr. Anderson's not happy with his performance.
Happy with his performance, really, but the forward line was extremely important tonight.
Watch out, little and large. Luxembourg is the tiny, romantic Grand Duchy at the hub of Europe. These days it houses the European Commission and the European Parliament. The old Duke himself would probably admit the football teams aren't up to much, though. The directors, officials and club guests took in the sights, while back at the team hotel, the manager was revealing his final lineup to the press.
Williams plays in a wide position, and Paul Warhurst is going to play his first game after his injury against Spora. He seems to have got a new air of confidence also about playing up front. You know, at first when I 3 weeks ago, when I first mentioned it to him, he thought it was a bit of a joke. Then played against Forest and scored 1. Followed it up with 2 against Spora. And it was quite interesting to me that, you know, when we had a 5-a-side yesterday, he immediately went into a forward position.
Julian Watts, the former Rotherham defender, and striker Michael Williams. Serious stuff for these lads, but for the eldest statesman, training seemed a little more light-hearted.
That's the technique that Nigel Wellington is doing here. He's stretching the elbow on the outside of the calf, okay, which we want to do at home. Let's not try to quit now at home, Barney. Let's give him 10. Try to say, mate, touch me toes. Bad station. Circulation.
This is what's called cheating. Don't do any running that you don't have to.
Meanwhile, the Owls coach convoy was wheeling its way across the continent for the match. The prospect of hundreds of English fans invading Europe had given police kittens. The last time our national side played in Luxembourg, some fans had run riot. To be British at the border meant you had to be searched. But if the Owls fans gave the appearance of looking like caged animals, nothing was further from the truth. The players had travelled in comfort. They'd only had Vinnie Jones on video, though. These fans had a match. The players' coach journey was much shorter, but the players did appear just as tense as the supporters. Inside the dressing room, those not in the starting lineup were naturally just a little more relaxed.
Mr. Alan Smith, this is your life. 43 years old, fit as a fiddle, pumps weights all day. Stay with me. Any knocks? No. We'll keep it to set. No, not overdo it. Can you get him off this? 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Hey, Shay. No, 3 weeks. No. Tell you what, stay with me, come back. Even worse than when you started.
Let's just check this. Kevin Pressman 1, John Hawkes 2, Roland Nielsen 3, Julian Watts 4, Nigel Pearson 5, Graham Hyde 6, Danny Wilson 7, Michael Williams 8, Paul Warhurst 9, Nigel Jemson 10, Gordon Watson 11, Carlton Palmer 12, Chris Woods, goalkeeper, Chris Waddle 14, Peter Shirtley 15, Nigel Wellington 16.
All present and correct. Outside, the first of the 29 official coaches had arrived.
Luxembourg, 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 Luxembourg. He wants to talk to me.
Hey, did you have a good trip?
Lovely trip.
Excellent trip.
Yeah. 2 trips. Excellent trip.
We set off at 1 o'clock this morning from Sheffield. So did you have any sleep? A bit.
Yeah. Could you edit me, please, because my wife thinks I've gone down for a bottle of milk to corner shop.
With a bit of luck, you might never find out. Trevor Francis made 8 changes from the first leg. There were call-ups for Watts and Williams, and as the manager pointed out, they'll always be able to look back and say they made their debuts in a European tie. Mark Bright had sent a good luck telegram too. He couldn't play, but whoever turns out for Wednesday gives absolutely everything. 8-1 from the first leg, soon to be 9-1 overall. And a first ever European goal for Gordon Watson. Already the trip seemed worthwhile. But Wednesday had got a warning at Hillsborough about the Brazilian striker Cruz, and he did to them what he'd done at Hillsborough. He scored. A defensive slip and a clear warning. They shouldn't have taken it easily, and at least they had the consolation of winning the match as well. And Paul Warhurst with a header. Poetic justice. Victory by 2 goals to 1 and 10-2 on aggregate.
You haven't. You give yours to your mate or somebody, haven't you?
We've gone through 10-2, so you know, we're satisfied.
For the fans, the start of the long journey home. 1,400 had travelled by official coaches, 537 independently. No trouble, no arrests. The police couldn't believe it. The fans had done much to improve Britain's tarnished reputation abroad.